Going to college, I didn't want to tell a single person that I was transgender. And then I realized that I was hiding this big part about me. And I started to want to talk to people. Coming out again, that was scary. I was like, I don't know how people are going to take it. Going to school in a predominantly white town, I've always felt like I looked different, I felt different. Being half black and half Puerto Rican, it's always been tough trying to feel like, who do I belong with? Then once I learned to embrace both of my cultures, I started to feel like one person. The way that I realized this was through food. When I looked at how my mom cooks and how my dad cooks, and then how I cook, I realized that I combine both of them and I make something brand new. If food can do it, then like I can do more than one thing. I'm not just a scientist, I'm not just an athlete. I couldn't really have one without the other and feel like a whole person.
Amongst all the opportunities that I've had at Penn State, being the first transgender powerlifter at Penn State, as far as ranking would go, I don't know if I can top it number one, but it's pretty up there. It's given me the opportunity, it's given me a voice that I didn't think I had before, coming to college.
It's been kind of difficult just being transgender and finding a sport that I can be accepted from my teammates and also be seen as a male and be able to compete with the men. When I see my name up on the board, I'm like, okay, I've wanted this my entire life and finally be recognized as a man.
But very recently, they sent me the link and I was like, whoa, okay, so now they put a blanket ban on this whole thing. Like, female to male transgender people are not going to be able to compete. Like, now they're not viewing me as a man, and they're putting me in a separate category and saying I'm not able to compete. It almost felt like, lack of a better word, worthless, because it was like, okay, like I don't deserve to compete, or I'm not able to compete. But it's like I put in all the work and then just have it like taken right out under my feet. It's definitely hard. I'm not really sure how to react. I was just mad and sad at the same time, kind of going back and forth. I remember when I first heard about the band, it was probably around 11 o'clock at night, and I just called my dad, and he knows right when I call, like I know he's always there to answer the phone. I called him and I said, Dad, USAPL just banned me from competing. He's always been my rock, so he's like, okay, is there anything I can do? Let's start a petition. Let's do this.
Anytime I'm talking to my dad or introducing me, he's like, oh, this is my son. Anytime I have a birthday or there's a holiday, he always goes out and gets the cards that say, my son, or happy birthday, son, because he knows even that little thing, like I know it's just a 3-letter word, but it means so much.
With my team, they've had my back. So I put it in a group chat about the band, and I said, hey, everybody, like, you're all my family. Like, I really would appreciate it if you had my back, fill the petition out. And the next day when I went to practice, everybody was there, open arms, just hugging me and being like, wow, this sucks, but, we got you no matter what. Having a support system right now is very important. Always having one is important, but at this time when I feel very vulnerable, very, sensitive to this topic and very emotional, having that piece of me taken away, having the feeling of being emasculated in this situation.
It's hard to go to like an LGBT group if you're not out yet, so you're kind of like still dipping your toes in it, and I always found myself hanging out with cis straight people, so I never felt, I was like, okay, like this is kind of different for me. I'm going to try to join an LGBT group and see what happens. So then I found oSTEM, and I said, okay, maybe this is better because we're all LGBT and we all are STEM majors. So we have more than one thing that connects us already. I saw that there was a conference and I heard a lot of amazing things about it. And I said, you know what, that's what I need. I need to go out there and I need to meet other people. And as soon as I shared my story once, I remember going to different panels and different workshops. And then I started getting more comfortable and speaking at the conference. And to go to the conference and see how many people are out there made me realize, like, wow, okay, like I have all these people that I can turn to, all these people I can talk to. That one weekend, we can all be ourselves for once. We don't have to hide. We can literally talk about it. We know that everyone is accepting of each other because we're basically all the same. We're just being our true selves.